Wow, I'm excited to have you around this morning. My name is Lucas Sado and I teach sociology. Today I want to continue from where we stopped in our last discussion. We started a series that I titled Dangerous Habits of Poor People. And in the first series we looked at a very dangerous habit which I called excuse making or excuse giving. And today we want to consider another dangerous habit of poor people, and that is procrastination. Procrastination. I know that it's a term that you are familiar with. The term procrastination is associated with low self-esteem. You'll agree with me. Procrastination is an act of delaying or postponing a set task. When we are in the habit of postponing or delaying a task that ordinarily we should do and get results, what we are doing is called procrastination. It is that force that prevents you from following through on what you have set out to do. So when we procrastinate, actually, there is a force, whether within or external, that compels us to walk away from following through that which you have decided to do. Now, procrastination is as old as man. And at one point in time or the other, we all find ourselves, all of us, find ourselves at that point of procrastinating. However, there are perpetual procrastinators, permit me to put it that way. There are people whose daily lifestyle is the act of procrastinating. Now, successful people have learned how to deal with procrastination and as such have been able to get good results out of what they have set out to do. Socrates and Aristotle many years ago developed a term to describe procrastination. They called it acrasia. Acrasia. They said acrasia is a state of acting against your better judgment. So when you are procrastinating, what is taking place is that you are going through a process called acrasia. You are acting against your better judgment. This occurs when you do one thing as against what you know is the right thing to do. So when we do things that naturally we know is not the right thing to do and find ourselves manifesting such things, instead of focusing on the actual thing that should give us value, what is taking place is acrasia, and it is a lack of self-control. Those who procrastinate do not have control over their time. They don't have control over their desires. They don't have control over their consumptions. They don't have control over their gratification. They do anything to escape from what will actually give them value. And it is not the best of habits. Because people who procrastinate don't get jobs done. Employers are not looking for such persons. When they are students, they perform poorly. Imagine instead of doing your assignments or writing your homework, you decide to watch a match or you decide to watch a soap opera. Now, by moving away from what you ought to do into doing something else in itself is an escapist route. And it's a manifestation of what? Of procrastination. I imagine that if I were to take us through a procrastination test, a good number of us might not do so well in that test. You will soon realize that you have also become, if you like, caught in the web of procrastination. Now, how can we overcome procrastination? How can we overcome procrastination? There are some ways I think we can, and it has helped me as a person, and these are the ways I want to share with you, coupled with the researches on ways of avoiding or overcoming procrastination. The first thing you must do to overcome procrastination is self-belief. Believe in your capacity to achieve any task that you set for yourself. Belief. Self-belief is so fundamental in psychology because it has the capacity to awaken the geniuses inside of us. It has the capacity to increase our capacity to get results and to achieve greatness, no matter what it is that we want to do. Self-belief is fundamental. 2, start now. If you want to deal with procrastination, stop delaying. Start now. What is that goal that you want to meet? The time to start working towards that goal is now. Again, set timelines and deadlines. If you want to overcome procrastination, set timelines. Give yourself a deadline and work towards the deadline. 4, do self-regulation. Regulate your activities, regulate what you take, regulate what you consume, regulate everything around you. And then lastly, select appropriate strategies. There are strategies to overcome each problem. These 5 things will help you perfectly to overcome procrastination. Let me just go through them again. Self-belief is very important. Believe in your capacity. Start now and start small.